To the Batmobile. Let's go.
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about something that might be one of my most controversial takes ever. Now, before anybody gets mad, let me just make something very clear. Heath Ledger's Joker is still one of my favorite movie villains of all time. His performance in The Dark Knight is legendary for a reason. He completely disappears into the role and gives us a version of the Joker that feels genuinely terrifying because he's so unpredictable. You never know what he's going to do next, and that's what makes him so dangerous. Honestly, I still think it's one of the greatest comic book villain performances ever put to screen. The only performance that even comes close for me is Anthony Starr's performance as Homelander in The Boys. That's probably my number 2. Both actors have this ability to completely dominate every scene they're in. Even when they're standing completely still, you feel uncomfortable because you never know what they're going to do. That's what makes both performances so memorable. But here's where my hot take comes in. As incredible as the Joker was, I don't think he was Batman's greatest enemy in Christopher Nolan's trilogy. I think that title belongs to Bane, and the reason is simple. The Joker challenged Batman. Bane defeated him. Now, before anyone rushes to the comments, I'm not saying that Joker failed at everything he set out to do. Far from it. The Joker has accomplished a lot. He corrupted Harvey Dent, pushed Batman closer to his limits than ever before, and exposed just how fragile Gotham's institutions really were. But despite all that, Gotham survived. To understand what I mean, we have to look at what the Joker was actually trying to accomplish in The Dark Knight. His goal wasn't money, it wasn't power, it wasn't even really Gotham itself. The Joker believed that civilized people were only one bad day away from abandoning their morals. Throughout the movie, he's constantly trying to prove that point. He does it with Harvey Dent, he tries to do it with Batman, he even tries to do it with the people on the ferries. And honestly, he comes dangerously close to proving that point. Harvey Dent goes from Gotham's White Knight to Two-Face. Batman is pushed farther than we've ever seen, and the city is thrown into complete chaos. But at the end of the movie, Gotham doesn't completely collapse. The people on the ferries refuse to kill each other, Batman captures the Joker, and although Gotham's peace is built on a lie surrounding Harvey Dent, the city manages to hold itself together for a few years afterwards. Messy? Absolutely. Built on deception? Definitely. But it still survives. And that's where Bane comes in. Because Bane doesn't just challenge Gotham, he tears it apart. One thing I really appreciate about The Dark Knight Rises is that Christopher Nolan understood that he couldn't just make another Joker. There was no topping Heath Ledger's performance. So instead of trying to create another psychological anarchist, Nolan went in a completely different direction. The Joker was chaos. Bane was control. The Joker wanted to expose Gotham's flaws. Bane wanted to exploit them. And what makes Bane so interesting is that he's basically Batman's mirror image. Think about it. Both men were shaped by trauma. Both turned pain into strength. Both trained their minds and bodies into weapons. The difference is that Bruce Wayne had advantages Bane never did. Bruce had wealth. He had Alfred. He had Lucius Fox. He had the resources and support systems that helped him become Batman. Bane survived one of the harshest environments imaginable and emerged stronger because of it. Later, he found purpose through the League of Shadows and dedicated himself completely to their mission. That's why one of the most famous lines in the trilogy hit so hard.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but blinding.
As cold as that line is, it's also kind of the entire point of Bane's character. Batman uses darkness as a weapon. Bane is a product of it. And that's exactly why he becomes a threat unlike anything Batman has faced before. The Joker attacked Batman's beliefs. Bane attacked Batman himself. When Batman fights the Joker, he's trying to stop an idea. When Batman fights Bane, he's fighting someone who can match him physically, mentally, and strategically. For the first time in the trilogy, Batman walks into a fight thinking he's the most dangerous person in the room. And he's wrong. Completely wrong. Bane absolutely destroys him. Not only does he beat him, but he humiliates him. He breaks Batman's body, crushes his confidence, and throws him into a pit while Gotham slowly falls apart without him. That's something the Joker never managed to do. The Joker made Batman suffer, Bane made Batman fail. But what really makes Bane so effective is that he finishes what the Joker started. Remember the lies surrounding Harvey Dent? The thing that held Gotham together after the Dark Knight? Bane weaponizes it.
Let me tell you the truth about Harvey Dent from the words of Gotham's police commissioner, James Gordon. The Batman didn't murder Harvey Dent, he saved my boy. Then took the blame for Harvey's appalling crimes so that I could, to my shame, build a lie around this fallen idol. I praised the madman who tried to murder my own child, but I can no longer live with my lie. It is time to trust the people of Gotham with the truth, and it is time for me to resign.
And do you accept this man's resignation?
He exposes the truth to the entire city and tears down the foundation Gotham was built on. Suddenly, the symbol everyone trusted is revealed to be a lie. The institutions people believed in lose their credibility. The city falls into panic, and unlike the Joker's fairy experiment, this time Gotham actually breaks. The streets become war zones, the prisons are open, the government loses control, and Batman is gone. For months, Bane and the League of Shadows effectively take control of Gotham. And that's why I think Bane is the trilogy's most underrated villain. A lot of people remember him for the voice, the memes, or the fact that he followed Heath Ledger's Joker. But if you actually look at what he accomplishes, it's kind of insane. He exposes Gotham's biggest secret. He defeats Batman, he takes over the city, and he forces Bruce Wayne to confront the possibility that Batman might not be enough anymore. That's the level of damage few villains ever reach. What makes Bane even more interesting though, is that underneath all the muscles, all the intimidation, and all the speeches, he's surprisingly human. But by the end of the film, we learn that so much of what he does is connected to Talia al Ghul. Bane suffered devastating injuries while protecting her in the pit, and devoted his life to her long after they escaped. His loyalty to her becomes one of the defining parts of his character. He isn't motivated by greed, he isn't motivated by fame, he's motivated by devotion. That doesn't excuse the horrific things he does, but it does make him more tragic than people give him credit for. He's not just a monster, he's a broken man who found purpose in someone else. And honestly, I think that's part of the reason I think he's so misunderstood. But at the end of the day, I still think Heath Ledger's Joker is the more entertaining character. He's more quotable, more iconic.
Why so serious?
And probably the greatest comic book movie villain we've ever seen. But if we're talking about who came closest to completely destroying Batman and Gotham, I think the obvious answer is Bane. The Joker challenged Batman's ideals.
I like that.
Then you're gonna love me.
Bane shattered his whole entire world. He actually broke Batman, conquered Gotham, and forced Bruce Wayne to become something stronger if he wanted to survive. And that's why I think Bane succeeded where Joker failed. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Do you think Joker is the greatest villain in this trilogy? Or do you think Bane actually deserves more credit than he gets? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.